Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something that is a popular misconception. For years, men have been conditioned to believe happy wife, happy life, right? Fairly simple, and it rhymes. So yeah, sure. Makes sense, right? Unfortunately, that sentiment has always and will always be wrong. And there's a specific reason why. Let's just analyze the facts. Divorce is as high as it's ever been. Marriage is as low as it's ever been. And a lot of this is due to the fact that men are following happy wife, happy life when they shouldn't be. Now, why is this such a flawed way of thinking? Well, a woman's happiness is never stationary. It always moves. She says, okay, I need this to be happy. You give her that. And she says, okay, now I need this to be happy. You give her that. Okay, now I need this to be happy. And it just keeps going and going and going. And there's never an end. There is never a point where she is content with what you've done to make her happy. It's not what have you done for me, it's what have you done for me lately. Think about all the times where you may have gotten to an argument with a woman and you bring up all the things that you've done for her. Remember when I did this, and this for you? And she said, yes, but that was a long time ago. You haven't done anything for me lately. A woman's happiness is always fluid, always changing, always shifting. What used to make her happy may not make her happy anymore. And that is one of the main reasons why a woman's happiness is not that important. Now, speaking of reasons, I'm going to illustrate the 4 key points on why a woman's happiness does not matter. The first reason why a woman's happiness doesn't matter, the hormone monster. Okay, a woman's mood is heavily affected by her hormones. Okay, and unfortunately, most women are very bad at regulating their hormones. Usually, a missed meal, lack of drinking water, bad night's sleep can really just fuck up their whole day. And a lot of women don't have the wherewithal to think, maybe I should have ate something, or maybe I didn't get enough sleep, or maybe I should just drink some water. They don't ever think that. They always look for someone to target to vent their frustrations. And it's usually the guy, unfortunately. So women's hormones fluctuate weekly, daily, and it causes them to experience a variety of mood swings. If you know that a woman is capable of changing moods that quickly, why would you ever try to focus on one emotion that she experiences? Why would you try to put all of your energy into making her feel happiness when you know happiness is just another spoke on the wheel? It's happiness now, sadness later, horniness later, frustration later, boredom later. It just keeps going. There's no consistency. It's always going to be erratic because her hormones fluctuate that much because of her biology. Why would you worry about the happiness of someone whose happiness is dependent on whether she ate or not? It's really a fruitless endeavor. It doesn't make sense. The second reason that a woman's happiness doesn't matter, the red notice. What do I mean? I mean that women once a month go through a specific period where their mood is greatly affected in a negative way due to biological processes, making it very, very difficult for them to be happy. If you know that that is the case, every month that you can expect this level of change in her specific behavior, why would you focus on trying to make her happy when you know that you're fighting against biology? And unfortunately, my friend, biology always wins. The next reason that The woman's happiness does not matter. The drama queen. What do I mean? Think about the types of entertainment that women consume. Think about the movies and shows that they watch. It's usually something dramatic, something with a lot of feelings involved. Women like emotional variety. They don't just like to feel love and happiness all the time. You know what happens if a woman feels love and happiness all the time? She gets bored. Sometimes, I know this might sound crazy, but she wants to be mad at you. Sometimes she wants to be sad. Sometimes she wants to be annoyed. Sometimes she wants to physically assault you. Like, women like emotional variety. If they feel one emotion for too long, whether it's sadness, happiness, frustration, they get bored. They need a healthy diet of multiple types of emotions. If they don't have that healthy diet, they will get bored. Once again, I implore you, if you know this now, why on earth would you focus on her happiness when that is not what she can survive on? She can't survive on happiness alone. No woman can, unfortunately. And the last reason that a woman's happiness does not matter: homeland insecurity. What do I mean? Let's say, for example, that you, for all intents and purposes, are perfect. You do every single thing right. She has no reason to complain, no reason to be mad at you, no reason to be sad. You do every single thing right. You know what happens? It backfires. Why? Because even though women crave perfection from a man because of their impossible high standards, once they get the perfect man, all that does is put a mirror on them and highlight their own shortcomings, their own insecurities, making them feel even more inadequate. And so what happens because of that feeling? Do they try to work on themselves and improve to match your level? No. They sabotage it. They lash out at you for no reason because you're doing everything right, remember? They'll leave you because deep down you're too good for them, but they'll say it was because you were too perfect. You see? With dealing with someone that does that, why on earth would you think that their happiness is paramount? You can do everything right, every single thing right, but even that is wrong because perfection is boring. Perfection is one note. And as I said earlier, women crave a variety of emotion. Okay, so now you're asking, okay, King's Wisdom, if her happiness doesn't matter, then what are you supposed to do? You just treat her like shit? No, my guy, that's not what you do. You have to make it so that she focuses on your happiness. Because if she's focusing on making you happy, she is happy by default because a woman likes to be useful. If a woman is not useful, she's not happy. And when you're focusing on making her happy, she does not feel useful. So you need to make a woman feel useful. How do you make her do that? By making her focus on your happiness. Now, I'm going to go into the ways that you can make a woman focus on your happiness. The first way that you can make a woman focus on your happiness is for free. What do I mean? Anything that you do for her, whether it's feed her, smash her, take her on a date, get her a gift, even give her a compliment. Anything that you do for her, she must earn. She must put in effort to obtain. Why is this important? Because when a woman earns everything that she gets from you, she appreciates it more. because she never gets anything from you for free, it is impossible for her to take it for granted. And because of that, she feels like she's doing something, like she's earning something, like she's useful. And when a woman is useful, as I mentioned earlier, she is the most content. The second way that you can make her focus on your happiness instead of her own, what's love got to do with it? What do I mean? I mean, do not admit your feelings to her so easily. Admit it sparingly. When she asks you stupid questions like, would you love me if I was a tree? Say no. I would not love you if you were a tree. Fester that insecurity, but also be honest with her. Would you love a bitch if she was a tree? Obviously not. What the fuck? Stupid ass question. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Do not be so forthright with telling her how you feel. Let her wonder. Let her think. Let her ponder. Let her not know exactly where you stand. Because if she's unsure of how you feel about her, she will make duly sure that she does everything she can to get you to feel the way that she wants you to feel. And if you start to confess your emotions more frequently, more freely, telling her that you love her every day, what happens? She becomes comfortable, she gets accustomed to it, and then she starts to focus on what? Her happiness. And as we discussed earlier, once the woman starts to focus on her happiness, the relationship is not long for this world. And the last way, the third way that you can make a woman focus on your happiness instead of hers to infinity and beyond. What do I mean? For any relationship to go the distance, you sometimes gotta be distant, both physically and emotionally. What does that mean? Sometimes you just gotta go maybe 3 to 4 days without seeing her. Maybe a week. Maybe more, doesn't matter. But you need to never let her get used to you being there. That may sound assholey, but if she becomes accustomed to you, if she starts to expect you, if she starts to be used to you always being there, what happens once again? She starts to focus on her happiness. And as I said multiple times, when a woman starts to focus on her own happiness, the relationship is doomed to fail. When she is aware that you are not always there, she's focused on you. Where is he? What is he doing? I want to see him. I want to be with him. And when you are there, she is more focused on making sure that the time that you spend together is pleasant, not annoying. Because she's trying to do everything to make you stay longer this time. Do you get me? You want her to act like she misses you every time. You want her to be insecure about you. Why? A secure woman does nothing, but an insecure woman does anything. An emphasis on anything. Okay? So you want it to be where she can expect your presence. She can know when she's gonna see you, but you also give her enough time, enough space to miss you. Proximity is the silent killer. It's always been. So many divorces happened during the pandemic. Why do you think that is? A lot of it was because the married couples stayed together in a fixed location for too long. There was no time, there was no way to get space, no way to allow for people to get distant. Distance does make the heart grow fonder. Now, I just want to close by saying that just because her happiness does not matter doesn't mean that you gotta make her miserable, nigga. No. What I'm saying is that you get her to focus on your happiness. And in doing so, be genuine, be authentic. But when she focuses on your happiness, she will be happy by default. But if you focus on her happiness, meaning you pedestalize her, the woman won't feel useful. And if the woman doesn't feel useful, she feels useless. And if she feels useless, she looks around to cut the dead weight. You may think this is controversial. You may think this is stupid. You may think this doesn't work. But look at the current state of affairs. Every day a man's trying to make a woman happy. And every day the woman, surprisingly, isn't happy. I wonder why. Flip the script and watch what happens. That's it for today, guys. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been King's Wisdom. I got merch, link in description. I also do one-on-one consultations. Feel free to reach out to me there, and I'll be happy to help you with your specific relationship problem. Or if you need to get girls in general, I can help you with that too. You're welcome.